there are 3 live albums from Japan, and people regard this, and I think I agree, this is the peak of his electric period in a sense. I mean, it's utter craziness, and I guess it's what led to the period you feature in the film, which is then, whoa, he's burnt out, all the ideas have gone.
Yeah, you can really feel him maxing out in this. And it's the first piece in the movie, actually, that starts it, and it's Prelude, just, symbolically the title. And yeah, it's the period right before this 5-year silent period where you feel that he's pushed every idea that he could as far as he's gone. And again, when I was talking to Vincent about it, and he said, what was this period of time about when he stopped? He said he didn't have anything else to say. He had at this point changed music figuratively 3 or 4 times, and what was left to do, and exhaustion and his ailments and his illness and just just coming up against that wall. So that's what we were trying to create with this film, a externalization of an internal process. Figuring that stuff out inside is probably inherently very non-dramatic, and is a lot about someone maybe sitting still, playing a chord on a piano, writing something down, balling it up over your shoulder. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to have something that felt like an expression of who he was on the inside, and have it gain momentum and then explode into something that he plays.
So in the movie, you use this device of a tape that some sessions he's laid down, he's obsessed with it, he's listening to it, and then it goes missing. There are these sessions that he did during this 5-year period when he was kind of reclusive.
That's right.
Have you heard them?
I have heard a portion of one of them.
Right.
Yeah. And he doesn't play, there's no trumpet.
So it's organ. It's like you talk about it in the movie.
He's playing organ. It's a little more organized than we do in the film. Obviously, we were creating a story for an effect. And it is sort of a drone, sort of this 6/4 just pattern it almost sounds like a loop. But that's kind of it. It's just really this sort of deconstructed pattern that would stop and start and then break down and stop and start it up again. And it feels like there's some search for something, but it doesn't feel like there's any clear goal.
Okay, and finally then, just wanted to talk about Tutu, because you talked earlier on about the fact that some people only really discovered him through Human Nature and Time After Time. There's those who only really know Kind of Blue. I think Tutu's another one of those moments when that was a bit of an explosion. Certainly here, all of a sudden he was appearing on pop music TV programs, and all of a sudden it was like, wow, we didn't even know he was still alive.
Yeah, right. Oh, there he is on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I loved this album when it came out. It was a brand new Miles, a different sort of iteration, and obviously Marcus Miller was a huge collaborator on this. And yeah, I felt the same thing, like, wow, he's back. At one point we were going to try to recreate that Saturday Night Live concert, or even use that actual concert in the movie. We ultimately did what we did at the end with the artists that we have. But this was, I remember sitting on the floor in an apartment in LA with the tape and wearing that one out. I played this one over and over and over again.